The way to empty our mind, the way to remove all thoughts is to observe our breath. Meditation is about understanding self. The practice of meditation is helping us experience that energy that we really are. Meditation is increasing our total well-being and helping us grow holistically. It's increasing our physical vitality, increasing our memory power and intelligent quotient. It's helping us make great friends and become more self-aware and then build those relationships to celebrate life. And it's helping us understand that our happiness is multiplied when we work with others. That is inspiring us to make a meaningful contribution to whatever we do.
You might be a very senior leader. After more than 30 years in the business, something goes wrong at work. Somebody's not happy, or there is a problem with a client, and somebody might be nearly yelling at you, and you have two choices. Either you react, which was what I was doing before meditating. So you react and you feel like a 12 years old kid, that the teacher is yelling at you and you don't know what to do. Or thanks to the meditation, you recognize this emotion coming up to you and you know how to breathe. You know what is going on in your body and in your mind. You are aware of it. And instead of reacting, you respond.
And we are able to see a palpable difference of this value addition. You see, bringing mind, body and soul together, getting us a lot of focus, positive thinking. The whole day becomes a very smooth sail after a wonderful meditation. Trying to understand that Aham Brahmasmi, the concept, comes beautifully out of this meditation. And I think it's a huge value addition. My only wish is the next generation, right from the beginning, they should get this, it should go to the schools, it go to the colleges, so that we are able to make fine human beings. And when the human beings are perfect, the society is perfect, the country is perfect. A huge value addition, Chandra. Thank you so much. You're all indebted to you. The best thing is you're making it so simple that everybody can follow.
Every key moments in my life, I can always relate it back to meditation. Whether it was healing myself, it was whether the start of my business where I thought it's a liability and then it turned into business. And then I also remember that a lot of times, once you're into a state of meditation, a lot of things just happen unplanned.
But over time, what meditation helped me is it calmed me, right? So as I went in, I was able to kind of observe what the situation on the ground was, not much of mental chatter, mental programming. And so I was able to respond back rather than react.
The Buddha CEO Foundation, which we are now just formed, will bring new life to the entire people of the country and abroad about the meditation. I think I agree. Meditation is ultimate, not only for the physical health, for the internal health, for inner health. It is going to be a very great help, and that going to see to it the people of the citizens of the world is going to see a new future. With these few words, I wish to congratulate Mr. Chandra, Ravani Madam, and all the mentors, all the masters who have done a great job in propagating the meditation.
In quantum world, success is 90% inspiration and only 10% hard work. Yes, we are all interested in meditation, but are we committed? If we are equally committed, it is going to do a lot of good to us, to our families, to the society, and achieve the purpose of the great Master Patriji creating Dhyana Jagath. Because by ourselves being happy is not enough. We want the whole family to be happy, because we want all people around us to be happy, the whole society to be happy, the whole nation to be happy. So for that, we have to create as much as possible. In Tamil, we say, "Nam vetra inbam perira vajaga." The joy, peace I am getting, let me spread it to as many as possible.
We put ourselves in different situations and events to see how we act and react. By observing how we act and how we react, we understand ourselves. We explore ourselves. We improve ourselves. The mind that sits in meditation and the mind that comes out of meditation is not the same. We are here to learn from every great master.
Happy morning, friends, and happy evening to those joining from the West. Welcome back to this second day of this 6 weeks transformational program. I say transformational because the day when I started, of course, I didn't know it was for 6 weeks. I was a busy professional running, a large team. Handling a large team and having global teams. If somebody told me that you have to sit for 40 days every day, I would have, and do nothing, I would have laughed. But the first day when I sat, there's something. Of course, it was not that I was convinced that this meditation helps for everything, right? But I felt calm. And then I felt curious to say, hey, what is this that everybody says that there is so much benefits? I became curious and started understanding and started taking it one day at a time. And then I said, okay, at some point I said, hey, let me take this fully. I may not understand it fully, but let me see what it helps, how it helps. And that's how I started my journey, by being open and understanding. But then when I got into it, when I was open and started practicing myself, about the end of 3-4 weeks or end of 6 weeks, I saw tremendous changes in me. There's so much of awareness, so much of health issues. I didn't even recognize the benefits, the health benefits that I had gotten, but which is bothering me for more than 20 years. Of course, the workplace became much more enjoyable. I was able to connect with my team much better. I was able to connect with my family much better. So, and of course, there's no part of my life which is not helped by meditation, and that's why I call it transformational. So, welcome back, friends. Congratulations. I congratulate you for having committed to come back and continue the practice. So yesterday we learned a very, very simple technique of meditation called breath mindfulness meditation. And again, the technique was so simple that it was like, hey, how can this be? Right? But that's it. There's the technique is all that is. It's about 2 minutes that you take to learn. Once you learn, once you practice, it is like training the mind. Meditation is about emptying the mind, right? Where we are having 50, 60, 70,000 thoughts every day, most of them unnecessary and unwanted. Meditation is about training the mind to empty from those thoughts. So practicing daily is like training the mind, training to tell, hey, when you are getting thoughts, you come back to the breath. So that's all we do as part of meditation. And today we'll introduce one more technique called heart elevation, research has shown that while brain, of course, has significant, neuron cells and neural network, the heart also has several neurons. They're called as heart brain. So there's some memory that's they're part of the heart. And when both heart and brain are working together or coherently, the body works beautifully. There's something called heart rate variability, where the amount of the variations in our heart rates, when that is uniform, there is coherence between how the brain works and the heart works. So, and to bring that coherence, what research has shown is when there is a lot of elevated emotions, like when you are happy, when you are joyful, when you are feeling a lot of gratitude, when you are compassionate, when all of that happens, your heart becomes a lot more coherent. The HRV is a lot more regular. Heart rate variability is less. And when that happens, the brain and the heart is working perfectly. The benefits there are many benefits. Your intuition is, becomes more. Your health really improves. Your immunity improves. All of that is there. But from the meditation perspective, when your heart is coherent, heart and brain are coherent, you can get into deeper emptiness. You can get into deeper meditation experiences. So today we'll introduce that a process, a short segment of the process. Of course, the practice, most of the time we practice the Ana-Pana-Sati or the breath mindfulness meditation practice. But to start with, we bring in a process called heart elevation. So let me just try to bring up. Sai, do you have that slide? Yes. So the technique that we use is we place our hand on our chest area and we take some deep breaths, calm breaths, but little deeper into the chest as we observe the breath going into the chest. And when we are doing this, we bring up any of those elevated emotions like love, gratitude, joy, compassion, kindness. Any of these emotions we bring up, right? So initially, the way to do it is to help remember any of those past events where you felt any of these emotions, where you deeply felt it. Let's say at work, you did something really joyful and a lot of people appreciated the way that happened. Or your children, got an award and how you felt. So you bring up those events that, where you experience any of these emotions, right? And you stay with that emotion for some time. And this, and of course, there is guidance that helps. And this helps us to maintain a coherence of the heart, where the heart becomes lighter, feels more relaxed, and you become much more calmer. So this, we do it for a few minutes, and then we go into the breath mindfulness meditation. Again, the technique for breath mindfulness meditation is simple. We sit comfortably, either on a chair or on the floor. Right? The comfort of the body is important here. It doesn't matter whether you need, and if you need back support, please do take it. We don't necessarily have to have a spine erect, or we don't have to sit on the floor. Whatever that you are comfortable with, the body stays relaxed, is what you go with, right? I do it on the chair all the time. So clasp your fingers into fingers. Cross your legs at the ankle like this when you are sitting on the chair, and close your eyes and observe the simple natural breath. We don't force our breath. We don't push either deeper or shallower air into our body. Whatever that is natural. For some, it can be deeper breath. Some can be shallow, normal breath. Whatever that is natural to you, when you are not thinking, when you are, when you are doing everything, everyday activity, whatever that breath is, observe that breath, and the breath just keeps going in and coming out. And you take any point in the nose and observe the breath there, going in and coming out. And as you keep observing the breath, your thoughts start slowly reducing. And at some point, there'll be no thoughts. And you become empty. And it can be in very different forms. It can be darkness. It can be, lot of mountains, lot of colors. Or it can be nothing, just blank. Whatever that is, just be with it. Just be an observer and observe it. Thoughts will come. That's perfectly okay. We just recognize that there are thoughts coming in. And just when you recognize that, you bring back attention into the breath. You gently train your mind. You tell your mind, hey, okay, I'm getting thoughts. Let me come back to my breath. You don't force, you don't push your thoughts away. We don't do that. We just observe and say, recognize, okay, I need to bring back my breath. And how much ever time it needs, that's okay. You still are benefiting from this meditation. Even if you're thinking there are a lot of thoughts, that's okay. As long as you recognize it, you just bring back your attention into the breath. All right. So let's get into this practice, friends. We'll practice one more time today. Just relax your body. See if you can darken the room that you are in. See, if it's possible. Otherwise, it's okay. You remove your specs if you're wearing it, and relax. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. And observe every part of the body relaxing completely. feel from head to toe, every part. And observe. Take some deep breaths, relaxing your body completely.
Dear friends, become aware of that emptiness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to experience that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, in no place and no time. You become aware of the infinite depth of that emptiness spreading far and wide. All emptiness is energy. This is a quantum field of energy with unlimited possibilities and opportunities. The longer you stay aware of this field, the more you become of it and the more you receive from it. Stay aware of this emptiness, that energy, the field of unlimited, the field of unpredictable. The longer you stay connected into this emptiness, this void, this blackness, that light, as no body, the more open you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, Go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to find that emptiness all around. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection into this universe? Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding our wisdom. Your gratitude to your family, your friends, your colleagues, relatives, everybody in your life for allowing us to learn so many things. Give thanks to this grand nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, for filling our lives with beauty, energy, mystery and more. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the government, the companies that support our life in many, many ways. Your gratitude to yourself for caring for you and caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent quantum field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Relax your body. Feel your body. And let the autonomous nervous system repair the body as you relax. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes. Hope you enjoy the session. This new technique that we learned, the heart elevation process, by itself can be independently practiced. You have a few moments, and when it is becoming difficult to empty the mind due to various reasons, to stay attention, keeping attention on the breath. The research by Dr. Joe Dispenza, they found 60% improvement in immunity levels when we practice this technique twice a day for a week. Most certainly we will practice this during this course because it's it's relaxing our mind, moving us into the alpha state directly, so then we can go into deeper meditations. Thank you, Rakesh, for explaining the process. So anybody today experience something that you would like to share, and especially if you feel that you must share, please raise your hand. Well, let me talk about what these experiences mean. There are two aspects to this that we use the words experience of meditation, benefits that we see of meditation. During meditation, or before, after, or things that happen to you, I'm using the word experience of meditation, that is happening to you involuntarily. You're not doing that, but it's happening to you. And then, of course, the benefits, which is what people will find as you go along, could be as early as day 2, day 3, or day 1. And very common that people are telling us in about a week's time, something is changing. You're becoming more calmer, cooler. You're sleeping better. You're not losing the temperament that quickly. You seem to be a lot more relaxed. No stress, many, many things. Of course, there are advanced experiences that you are going through. But it's important in meditation, whatever that we experience is good and safe. Some are finding the head heavy. Some are finding the body lighter. Head is light. Parts of the body are very, very light. Seems like you are energetic. It feels light. There are various movements. Some say, oh, I slept. Did I sleep? Some say, I don't know what happened. I just sat down and then now I'm just waking up. I didn't know what happened. If you relate to what I mentioned yesterday, I said meditation is healing 5 bodies, and then it must be then giving us experience of all bodies. If it's healing 5 bodies, and if it's helping us to get better in each of them, then it must be enabling and helping us experience them. That's exactly what happens, that there is various types of experience we go through. Some are about physical body. Some are about our energy body. Some are about mind. Some are about intellect. Some are about bliss body, or that thing, that the whole existence of it. Of course, there are gradients within the bliss body. We'll not go into the detail, maybe later. So let me just talk through them. But before we do that, I would like us to just do a quick poll that we're understanding every time. So we know what's the composition of all of us here in this process. So can we run this poll just to know whether you are practicing meditation or not before, and you're a first timer to this, so we can tune the course better. Can you run the poll, please? And so this is a poll in WhatsApp. It's on your screen. There must be a pop-up. And if you can just go through, we have a few questions in a couple of minutes. It's a 1-minute poll. Have you attended one or more of the Buddha CEO programs before? We're directly asking if you attended this program, or we do a youth program for 3 weeks, similar, before. And the second question is how long you've been meditating. And we clearly are saying yoga, pranayama, prayer, contemplation are not meditations. Your marathon, your music practice, they're not meditations. They are to characterize meditation, anything that is taking you into the empty states of mind with an intention to know yourself is meditation. And third thing is, if you've been practicing, what has been your biggest challenge in meditation? So it's applicable to those who are meditating for some time. You answered particularly yes for Buddha Seva programs in the beginning, or otherwise you're a regular meditator doing pyramid meditation or some of the other ones which are taking you to the empty states as a goal. Last one is, what's your dominant activity of work? We need some more participation. You have this pop-up, so please do take time to. Only 40% have answered so far. Some more. We're normally stopping when we reach about 60%. So while you are on this, you can send a message to a WhatsApp number that they will post here in the chat. So you can send a message to them and they will add you or send you a link to join a WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp groups sent to you are specific to you, because we have multiple of them. Everybody is assigned to some group or the other. If you share it here, then it will overload one group. So please do refrain from sharing your links. Instead, ask for a link that is going to support you. And if
you're still having challenge, you can of course write your number here. Somebody's going to get in touch with you to send you a WhatsApp link to that number. Okay. All right. So we can stop the poll here. Audio challenges in Zoom, you'll have to go potentially, if you directly it's not obvious, on your audio volume of this computer speaker, then you go into audio settings in Zoom, and there is a place where audio may have been set invariantly to very, very low. So please fix that into the audio settings and it might help. Stop the poll. Okay, share the result. So here is what we are seeing. So we have 52% who not attended Buddhasya programs, and 48% have attended at least one program or the other. So we have a very good set of meditators who are wanting to help, wanting to join in these group meditations and then progress, which is a good thing for many new participants can benefit from. And about 60% are less than 6 months of meditation experience. And so which is fine. So we consider beginners, and so, but still, I think those who journeyed more than 6 months, we are probably have learned a lot. And so we have a lot to learn from this program. We have 60% less than 1 year. And number 3, consistency, lack of consistency, 1/3, thoughts and distractions, 1/3, and lack of clarity, 3%. So there is no reason, because we have so many facilitators who can through whom you can gain that complete clarity, but always accessible. Pain or other physical distractions, 8%. And so this is where many are stopping, or some of us are stopping because we don't understand the experience and we feel it's too difficult. But the point is to go through them. We got to go through some of these, just the way we're going through life experiences. Some painful experience we go through, and meditation, some of it is going to happen, but it is going to last very short time, and then we're going to clear through it. And no challenges against every meditation as good meditation, wonderful, and not applicable. So consistency and distractions and thoughts. Okay. So the 2 aspects I want to address here before I go back, and then what's the last one? We've got employees, 50%, 20% business owners, so 70%, which is common that we are seeing in our programs. And then we have students a little bit higher. We are very, very happy that we've got many students, at 10, 12% students this time. One of our goals is to empower graduating undergraduate students. And so this is good to see that number rising. So lack of consistency and thought distractions. So let me address those 2 aspects of how this program can help you. And before that, let me just share this slide. And then today, we also would like to introduce some of our facilitators for these groups who are waiting to help, who have understood this practice and who are readily there to give you clarity or guidance in any way possible. And so they are your facilitators that have been mentioned in your WhatsApp groups. We'll also introduce some of them. And so before this, about meditation experiences. And when I'm talking about these experiences, and I will also ask you to write down how you felt. And if you felt any of what I'm saying in your chat, just mention it so that we understand that we're all going through various types of experiences. On a lighter vein, we keep judging, we keep analyzing, and say whether I did meditation, did I nap, did I, just too difficult for me, something or the other. Let's just go through various types of them. Lightness in the body is very, very common. Lightness of the body, where your head is lighter, whole body is light, very light. It feels light. Any part of the body is light. Our arms are light, fingers. That is very, very common. If anybody felt that, do mention it, lightness on your chat. Opposite of it is also true, heaviness. The same way, many times, it doesn't matter, it's beginner or advanced meditators, at times in our meditation, we feel pretty heavy. We feel heavy where our body is like sinking down. The experience of that is that your body is sinking down. Your head is like super heavy. And your hands and sometimes your legs, they all are like, very strong, magnet-like, rigid, they become strong. That's a feeling you have. And the third thing which is common is body movements. Your body is going left side, right side, swaying. Your head is perhaps spinning slowly and fast. And your body may be also physically rotating a little bit. You may be drooping down forward, backward. All of them are body movements. They happen involuntarily. Occasionally you're jerking off, you're sitting down and then suddenly you shake off, there is either backside or to the left, it happens. And very often we take it as, oh, I'm sleeping. It's not sleep. It does happen in meditation, that jerking off of body like that. That's very common. Fourth thing, feeling of some kind of pain. There may be pains experienced. Whatever that I'm saying, please do. If you experience any of it, do write in the chat. Just to tell each other that it is common. Feeling of pains. If you had any throbbing pain, sharp pain, maybe in the leg, maybe in the arm, maybe somewhere else that you didn't have before, but it had it, and then generally it disappears after meditation, or by the time you finish meditation, it goes away. And if it didn't, it'll go away very soon. It is happening. So the pains are being experienced by people. And then whirling and floating sensations. So when you're meditating, you have the sensation that your body is spinning. You're whirling, it is going around inside. You're not doing physically, but that's a feeling you have. And floating, you are lifting up. There is something that just makes you feel like you're floating above. Some of them are floating to the point they hit the ceiling, and then from there they start looking at the down. It's possible. Whirling and floating sensations. Then non-existence of body organs. So you don't feel your fingers exist. You don't feel your hands exist, or the whole body below the head exists. You don't feel it temporarily or for the duration. All of this I'm saying for a little time, not necessarily that whole time, right? Even for a few seconds. You can't tell how long it has been in meditation. So non-existence of the whole yourself as possible. And then another very common is seeing colors. We see colors. Pink, red, orange, green, yellow, any kind of color, they come and go. Flashes of colors come and go, right? And related to that is something that is a tingling sensation at your third eye center, middle of your eyebrows. There is some kind of tingling sensation there, right there. Okay. And also, you have potentially that heaviness in the head, on the side here, on the forehead, they all are related. They all are related to having that experience of potentially pineal gland getting active. And then seeing visions, and so we are seeing visions. Many people are seeing their past loved ones who left the body, they're no longer there. They see gods, goddesses, they see angels, they are seeing nature, they're seeing potentially sceneries of some scenes that are happening, maybe future premonition of many kinds. Right? You're seeing many things out there, they're called visions, meditation visions, which are connecting and then giving us potentially some messages. Okay.
and deep feelings. So those who for sometimes are actually experiencing intense amount of, they feel like crying, they feel like laughing, they're just joyous, that happiness is just coming out like crazy. You're so happy, so blissful, right? Intense feeling. You don't want to come out of the meditation. It just feels like home. And so this is another common experience that we are seeing. And no specific experiences is also common. Many don't have any experience, and they're just there, they're sitting, they're practicing meditation, it's fine. Now all of these, all of these are, and more types will be there, because the summary of this is, we classify them in a later session. I'll talk about how you classify them into different bodies. It's not important at this time, relating to different bodies. But what it means is that one thing, that we are experiencing energy. We are matter, we're energy. Quantum physics is saying we're energy, infinite energy, 99.99% energy, tiny matter. And our thought is a form about a person, place, or a thing in a given time frame. Thought is about form. For the most part, it is about form. That means it holds. It gives a shape and a form to everything. In a given time frame, it holds a memory. And so when we empty our mind of all thought, and as it is happening in meditation, as I observe the breath slowly, our thoughts are becoming lesser and lesser and lesser. That means we're losing form after form after form after form. We are forgetting about ourselves, our environment, the people, places, things that we know of the past. And so when we do that, then what are we left with? And all of that is comprised of a tiny, tiny, tiny 0.01%. And we forget all of that. So what we're left with this infinite energy field, quantum energy field. And so we are experiencing that field. The quantum energy field, we're experiencing it. You may call it the soul stuff. You may call it super soul, Atma, Paramatma, Parabrahma. There are many names to it. God stuff. Doesn't matter, but we are comfortable in using it the name quantum field of energy. That infinitely existing intelligent field out there, which quantum physicists call it QEF, quantum energy field. And so we experience that because we are matter and then energy. We drop matter, so we got to experience what we are innately inside that energy. And so that energy is showing up in different forms. Why this way? Why not that way? Why not? If it is infinite, and so can that be in different forms? That's a question to ask, without necessarily going in and say this way, that way. If I say that you can experience your life here in many ways, of any kind of experience you can have, then why would it not be an infinite field of energy? When we don't know what it feels like, then we experience many, many ways. We try to fit it into a known information that we try to relate to, because that's what we do. We try to analyze it. So what do you do with these meditation experiences? We go through them. We don't break our meditation when we experience it. I'm sitting down and then my head is spinning like this. It's happening in meditation. And it is okay. Everything in meditation is safe. Everything in meditation is safe. My younger brother, when he taught me meditation, his head used to spin crazy. I mean, so fast, as fast. I can't even imagine how fast it was spinning. I used to get scared in the beginning. And I said, cool, it happens. No problem. And nothing is harmful in meditation. And sometimes you're there and then you're just happily, you don't feel your body at all. And suddenly sometimes it can be scary, right? You're not feeling your body, you're just not existent. You're melted away, which is the right state in meditation, where you forget your body, away from your body. And so what do? We go through them. You don't break out of meditation, you go through them. If it is getting very, very discomfortable, uncomforting, where the pain is too much, you're just not able to bear it, and it's just breaking your meditation, your concentration is gone,
Okay, so that's fine. Then you come back, you pull back, then again come into your body awareness. Again, you sit down and continue. Not until otherwise. It is a safe experience. We go through it, we observe it, we witness it. I say these words, when you're empty in your mind, as you experience that emptiness and vibration, if you have any experience that you're feeling involuntarily, be an observant of it. We develop awareness, so observe it. Whatever is happening, do not interpret it, do not analyze it. Oh, I am a little bit of heart patient, or right now my heart is beating fast. I think it's going to be bad for me. Analysis, very common. Hey, what's happening now? I'm just going forward. I'm going to fall off. Okay, I'm going to hit me. It's going to hurt me. Analysis. Our body is intelligent. It'll take care of itself. And so we are saying that go through that experience. Don't break out of the experience. And then soon you'll cross that into something else, right? You break out of it only when you feel completely unbearable, that you got to just come back and then again sit down, right? But everything else, go through it without interpreting. The training we're going to do, I'll talk about these trainings that we're going to develop in meditation. Thoughts are going to be very, very common. I really, really want all of us to understand this, that thoughts are going to be common. They are like friends. They keep coming. Not fighting a battle of empty-minded, so that means we're not fighting the thoughts at all. The more you fight with the thought, the more they're going to get bigger. They're common. They're going to be there for a 20-year meditator, a 30-year meditator also in a setting that they do. They're there. They're there for me. They're there for everybody. Mind is thought, and so it's going to be there. But what are we doing? We are going away from thought when we recognize, without judgment of ourselves, saying that, no, don't judge yourself. Or today I just couldn't make it. I just can't do it. Yesterday and today I tried. It's not working for me. It's not for me. Very, very common to conclude like that when people drop off. Very common. But the same people, if they hold on, they're working towards a transformation. Miraculous transformation in their life, they hold on, because that very judgment is wrong. I use the word wrong because we are judging too prematurely without knowing that it is too difficult. It's not. So thoughts will be there. Thoughts will be there. We acknowledge it. Meditation means there'll be part of the meditation is thought. Do not go with the conclusion that meditation means empty mind only. No, meditation means part of the meditation is thought is there. Part of the meditation is bringing our attention back to the breath is there. They're all part of the meditation, not outside the meditation. So we are observing, thoughts come. When thoughts come, what do we have to do? Bring our attention back to the breath. Thoughts come again, attention back to the breath. Come again, back to the breath. Do it 1,000 times. Are you ready for it? If you're ready for it, and then a few days, you will not have to do 1,000 times. It's going to happen effortlessly because our brain is intelligent. You train our brain. We don't have to do it lifelong. The brain gets automatically taking care. It takes care automatically, knowing your intention. So next time you sit down after a week, you sit down, thoughts come, your effort is less because our auto brain, the subconscious mind, is pulling, automatically bringing your attention back to the breath. It happens. It becomes effortless, friends. It's a very scientific process. We just have to hang in there without opening our eyes and doing it. Okay. So once again, I want to reinforce, anybody who felt too much thought, too many distractions, don't have to lose hope or don't have to judge that it's not a good meditation. In every meditation, knowingly or unknowingly, we're going into an empty states, even in pockets, and then the magic of meditation is there. Forget about even emptiness. Just by closing eyes, 80% distractions are gone, which means we become that much calmer, that much energy is saved. It's a science of energy maximization. We'll keep learning more about these as we go along, friends. Let me quickly bring up a couple of, yes, facilitators. I'd like to invite a couple of facilitators today and then introduce them, and then we'll do a rest tomorrow. So we'll start with Geeta Madam.
Happy morning, sir. Happy morning to Anna and Joel. I am Geeta, a facilitator for Wow Infinity Kaveri 1, Kaveri 2, and Kaveri 3. I'm very excited to be the facilitator for this program and available for you all the time. And looking forward to have very wonderful transformations in our dear participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Where are you from, madam?
I am from Kochi, Kerala. Have been meditating for since November 2021.
Thank you. Thank you, Geeta, madam, for what you're doing. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, Shalini, madam.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shalini from Seattle. I live in Seattle, and I'm a facilitator for Indus 1, 2, 3 WhatsApp groups. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or sharing. Would love to hear from you all.
Thank you, Shalini, madam. Sure. Namitaji. Thank you. Thank you for being there from Seattle all the way.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. Good morning, good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this wonderful program. Like all of you, I had joined almost 3 years back and have been enjoying my journey each day as it comes. And I am the facilitator for the teams Tapi 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Many more members are joining and appears quite eager to meditate. My only suggestion, as Sir has already said, just latch on to meditation. Whenever we learn a new skill, there are few glitches we may face, initial glitches we call it. And what is the best part of this technique is it is so easy and doable. So you can easily sustain. And in my case also, I had felt that bliss within a week, and I was so addicted to meditation that it had become an integral part of my life. And I am happy doing my tiny bit in spreading that bliss, that happiness. Yes, I call meditation happiness. And yes, eagerly looking forward to the interaction in the groups with my members. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you, Namita madam, for everything that you are doing consistently. She has been our first teacher from Buddhasya Quantum Foundation since 2020. Thank you. Yes, we'll take the last introduction for today and then introduce the rest tomorrow. Yes, Vidya madam.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I am Vidya. I live in Hyderabad. I am practicing this Ana-Pana-Sati meditation for more than 2 years. So I am the facilitator for themes 1, themes 2, and themes 3. So I am always available to you. Anytime you want, you can contact me. So it gives me an immense pleasure to travel with you all. So I'm expecting more interaction and more free-flowing expression between us. It's a very magnificent journey. Let us all travel together. Wishing you all the best. I'm very happy to be with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya madam. Our enthusiastic academician, a retired professor, but continuing this beautiful journey, and then you'll find our presence during this program with the zillions of summaries of this and that, many things. So thank you, madam, for everything you're doing. All right, friends. So thank you very much for joining. Any announcements, Rakesh, before we conclude?
Yes. Thank you, Chandra, for a wonderful explanation about the experiences. Friends, this program, again, it's a multi-week program, and it's as we go through this process to help us understand how we are progressing and to understand our own experiences. We've designed set of surveys, basically 3 surveys. So today we'll be sending out the first survey, right, to just kind of help you baseline where you are, what your experiences are. It will take about 10 minutes to fill it. So please do, respond to that survey. It will be, posted in your WhatsApp groups. And if you have any questions, reach out to your facilitators. But it's a very, very simple survey. It takes about 10 minutes. So please do participate and help understand your own progress. Okay. So thank you. And we'll also have tomorrow, we'll talk about the certification process, certification program that we do as part of this Infinity program. So if anybody is interested, please stay back tomorrow to understand more about certification. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh. So I've not forgotten the survey questions: consistency and particularly the consistency that I want to talk about. And so we'll do that tomorrow. So thank you very much. We will see you all. And as I mentioned yesterday, we'll stay back and then take any questions and anybody wants to share post this short 20-30 second break. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Yes.
We have Pudita, madam. You can unmute yourself, and if you can turn on your video, it will be great.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yes, madam. Good morning. What will help is to state your statement, where you are from, and then we'll start with help. Yes.
Yeah, sir, I'm from Chennai. I'm calling from Chennai, sir. Actually, my problem is whenever I'm going to sit at a meditation, there is a lot of distractions. I couldn't able to sit properly. A lot of thoughts comes. Again, I'm cutting that thoughts and I'm coming and sitting again, seeing my breath. I couldn't able to continue that. A lot of distractions is coming.
Yes. First time for you, madam, today? I mean, this program is first time?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Meditation first time, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's very common. The key is to not open eyes or give up. It's very, very common. I used the word, if it happens 1,000 times. Did it happen 1,000 times for you today?
Almost 100 times.
100 times. It's still not 1,000, no? So please continue. Okay.
Unwanted, purposely unwanted thoughts, negative thoughts are coming up.
Yes. That is 90% of our thoughts have been always, and the research shows that they are more in the negative territory for many people. Negative, stressful, worrisome, because we are just conditioned, trained to go into that. The media that you see, if 90% is negative, then it's only feed that, right? The programs that we watch are what is going in, so it's natural, right? It's natural that it is there. It is common for everybody. Most people, it's like that's it's okay. We're going to get rid of all of them.
Okay. So to come out from my stress and my past issues, so one of my friends suggested to do this meditation. So that's the reason I have joined it. So I want to come out from that. So how to speak with my facilitator, sir?
Madam, so you joined the program. We're grateful to your friend for suggesting the right path. And so just be here, practice, continue to practice. You'll start having many answers in a week. If you've joined a WhatsApp group, you must have received a link. Join the WhatsApp group, or just write in the chat, and I would like to connect with the facilitator, the person will call you. Or you'll see in the chat in the WhatsApp group header description, there is a facilitator name and number written, so you can reach out to them directly. Okay? The WhatsApp group header. If you know how to open the WhatsApp group header, you will see the phone number of the facilitator and the name right there.
I didn't get you, sir. How to get it, sir?
Have you joined the WhatsApp group? Go ahead, Ryan.
Madam, when you registered, you would have received an email. You would have recently received an email with a link to join a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So please use that link. That email might have gone to your spam folder or junk folder, if not in your inbox.
Okay.
Please do search and look at that email. You will have a link. In that email, you will have a link to join the WhatsApp group. So when you join that WhatsApp group, you can just message in that WhatsApp group to get in touch with a facilitator, and they will reach out to you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Were there any questions in the chat that we can address? Can you ask Rakesh?
Yes.
We are there. Yes, Jagdish. Great to connect back with you.
Thank you. Greetings to all the newcomers. I don't have to say anything more. Chandra sir has already told you, and he'll be taking you through a journey which is definitely going to help you, I can assure you. You can see my age, and if I can benefit at this time, and I say my life has become very joyful, he'll certainly do so, and I leave it to Mr. Chandra sir who will take you through this journey. As far as my fellow meditators, older meditators are concerned, greetings to you also. There's just a little thing I would like to share with you since you are already meditators. Anita Murjani, in her book, if you have seen, she died and came back, after 3 days of coma, and she wrote that book, Dying to Being. She says, if you go to a warehouse and switch on the flashlight, you will be seeing only those places where the light goes. But the moment you switch on the light of the warehouse, you see huge warehouse and so many things you didn't know existed. I think for us, that is the time. It is for us to switch on that warehouse light now and look at so many things that are there which we can explore. And that is the journey for you and me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagdish. I'm a professor from IIM Bangalore, and then many things wonderfully said, sir. We have so much to look for, both meditators and non-meditators. Thank you, beginners and non-beginners. Thank you, sir. Yes, Rakesh.
Somebody has a question that sciatica pain is bothering them when they are meditating.
Yes. So see if we can find a position where you can, if there is another position where you can be in a better place to meditate, where the pain is less or not there, you're okay to meditate in that posture then.
If you have another way, you sit down in another position. And if the only way is to lie down, so be it, then you can do that. And try to avoid placing the head rested onto a pillow or whatever, or the mattress. If the head is generally rested to the wall or pillow, then you tend to go to sleep faster. Or you tend to go to sleep. As long as you can avoid. And if it's possible, like in a slanting position in a bed, and then you do meditation like that for some days, where as you get the relief for the pain, then you go to the sitting posture. If the only thing is to just lie down and meditate with your head in there nicely in the pillow, with the pillow comforted, just so be it, it's fine. You got to be in a comfortable posture where your body is cooperating with you, and so try that. And if no other option but only have to live with the pain, try with it. What to do? You will succeed for sure. The fact that you're here means that it's you have intention. Intentions matter, and things will happen. With meditation, particularly a lot of people have blocked noses. I'm now covering it a little bit. A lot of people have blocked noses or general pains, and then they say, oh, there's no way I can sit down. My asthmatic condition comes up, no way. But meditation is helping to drop that pain during the process of meditation. At least, again and again, people have seen it. You sit down and you start meditating, and then suddenly the nostrils start getting released, freed up. Wherever body pains are there, in many cases, if your intention is strong, then you sit down, then they tend to disappear for the course of the meditation. They may come back, but that's okay. But it's going to help. It'll help if we have a stronger intention to sit through. Okay.
There's this question on what is a good time to meditate.
Please answer, Rakesh.
So, every time is a good time to meditate. I have seen, the technique, that's the beauty of this technique that I felt, that I can sit and meditate, in the morning, afternoon, evening, anytime and anywhere. So, but of course, initial days, if you want this one, when you get up early in the morning, because your brain is already in that relaxed state, you can do the meditation early in the morning or late in the night. But otherwise, it's good. Any time is a good time to meditate. No other questions. Nobody raising a hand, I guess. So
we will continuously get negative thoughts. I'm continuously getting negative thoughts and unable to focus on work. That's why we are here. And please have patience. We understand it. We go through this, but just a few days of practice, sure you will see a difference, significant difference, the way you're thinking right now. Okay. I've been talking to people all along of all kinds, and you're not alone. There are those who are very, very, very successful. They have best education, best things. But a small rejection, a small thing that they're just not able to accept can suddenly change their mind to ruminate so much. So it is happening across. It is okay. It's commonly happening. And we are training here in this process by training our mind to become the master again. And it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen for those who are going to hold on to this process, that you will become the master of your mind. That means you'll have a different thought, a completely different thought and mindset in a few days from now. Please continue. Yes, Ramesh.
Friends,
many organizations, many people have joined from North America then?
Yes. So we have a couple of organizations from USA joined this time. Kentucky Telugu Association joined, added, and Texas, from Texas, one of the organization, Detroit, Telugu organization. Yeah, right now I look into few people join, but yeah, we'll get the feedback probably by next week. So yeah, so this is really useful for all organizations, especially in the US. Most of the organizations we conduct, but this program around like 1,500 participants joined from the different organizations for the last 1.5 year. They're on and off, but this is really useful for all non-profit organizations in USA. Yes, sir.
Thank you for relentlessly going after every group that you can think of. We can introduce it. We all have access to, starting from our apartment community group or the housing group to our office groups to social groups. It is universal. This is complementary. Meditation is complementary to anything and everything we're doing. Yoga is not meditation. We're going to learn this on Friday, on Thursday. It is complementary to whatever that one may be doing. And so it is easily can be introduced to many of your known circles. So thank you, Ramesh, that's what you're doing. I see here, I'm about sleep, a question around sleep. I'm tired and try to meditate, I fall asleep, I don't want to sleep. In meditation, if you're going to sleep, take it. That sleep is deep and that is required because the physical body is healing a lot. So it's common that people go to sleep, and it is common that initial stages they go to sleep more often. And it is a good sleep. Any sleep that is thoughtless, that is dreamless, is important for the body to rejuvenate, help produce those growth hormones, and essential. And I mentioned one word, it is an intelligent process and moves us into different states depending on what is necessary for each of us. Some people, energy body experience are necessary because they have to believe into the process. That energy body healing is necessary, then that it's happening there. For some people, physical body rejuvenation is foundationally necessary for us to build upon to go to the next level. And so then we go into sleep where we gain back all that energy, all the repair of the body is happening. It is important. So we don't fight the sleep. We just accept it, enjoy it. Because if you're sleeping in meditation, then over a period of time, you start finding that you may need lesser sleep elsewhere too, and then you'll be very active elsewhere. Even if you're sleeping more there, doesn't matter. In meditation, sleeping, continue, you're going to overcome that. If you continue regularly, you're going to overcome. If it's so necessary, sooner or later, you'll overcome it. Okay? I'm meditating from last 6 months, I'm getting a lot of thoughts. Okay. Now, I don't want to dismiss this as another general experience. So you may benefit from talking to your facilitator. So have a conversation. Talk about your meditation journey and what you're doing. 20 years later also, a lot of thoughts will come. If there is a measure, if you're trying to measure that I've got to be empty-minded by now, when I sit down and then by the time I wake up, I should be empty-minded. No, it's not going to happen. It may not happen at all ever. If that's the level that you're talking about, that I'm still getting thoughts and why is it so, they're going to be there all the time. But do still have a conversation. There may be some tips here and there now that you are regularly meditating. And if regularity is another important thing, and if you are not regular, then of course we are training and untraining and training, untraining the mind. Okay, so do have conversation with the facilitator. Good, Rakesh. So if you have more questions.
Is it good to start meditation first or work out in the morning?
Anytime. There is no restriction for meditation. You can do meditation any time of the day, first or last or the middle, whatever is most convenient to you in terms of your time, where you are least distracted by people and environment around. So it's good to do these meditations without necessarily having on the clock and say, oh, it's going to end exactly at 7:25, I'm going to run. So when you have these kind of back-to-back things, then your mind is half working about, okay, is it time, should I go, and all that. So always try to pad up a buffer. Keep a little bit of buffer, 10 minutes, 15 minutes buffer time. Because here on meditations also sometimes go from a little bit here, there. More spontaneity is at play in our sessions, less of a repression clock thing that we do. We want to allow spontaneity to happen. So a little bit of movement here and there, sometimes meditation goes a little longer. But as long as you keep a little bit of buffer, then you're not in that worry that, I had to hit the time. But that's one side. But the timing wise, you can meditate anytime, early mornings and even night time before you go to sleep, or generally we are already into a level of alpha state. Tomorrow we'll talk about some of this brainwave stuff. And so we'll cover this a little more, what could be some good time slots. While in general, you can meditate anytime. I am diagnosed with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Can you help me to get out of this? We have cases of people who have crossed this. Our team may be able to pull out one or two of these experiences and you could talk to them, but it does happen that many people have said this, they cleared IBSs, and it's common asthmatic conditions, the digestive conditions, migraine headaches, hormonal challenges, secretion gland issues, whatnot. Everything that many people have healed or have said they have received significant reliefs. And so continue to practice it while doing what you are doing for managing it medically. Please continue to practice this. Should help and then must help. And I'm hoping that you will say that it is healed in a few days later. Yes.
Don't see anything else.
Well, I'm reading Walker Innes' statement. I'm a student. I can't afford to sleep. Therefore, I want to be awake and alert throughout the day. Suggest any particular type of meditation for this, please. This is a meditation. Meditation will improve your concentration, improve mental abilities. So if you read up a little bit more about how meditation is helping in improving your mental abilities, so that you're convinced of the practice. When you sit down and meditate, and if you're sleeping, I said, if you're sleeping, then it is a great sleep for you, because then it can make you memory that much better. It can make your receiving power that much better. So if you spend an unit of investment, there may be 10 times more gain that you may have it somewhere else. It will happen. And so rather than giving up the practice because you go to sleep, then be in the practice because it's going to give you 10 times more things elsewhere, including a reduction in sleep. For example, in my case, my sleep requirements came down. Now, this is for 20 years plus, not a few days. Requirements have come down. I was deeply conditioned that I must sleep for 8 to 9 hours a day, 7 to 8 hours a day. But now I sleep 4 to 5 hours a day. Nice, that's fine. So there's so much of time saving happened. just in the sleep itself. So like that, there are many optimizations are occurring. And so not worry too much about what is happening in meditation. It doesn't matter what happens, but meditation is good. That experience is good. It's only going to help overall in improving physical fitness and improving vitality, developing great sound mind. All of these are necessary for doing well in studies. Please do some research and then be convinced of why sleep sleep or not doesn't matter, but then every meditation is good for student as student. All right, friends. Thank you very much. To bring up people who may not have heard of meditation or who are not open to it just yet. Yes, Rosemary, madam. There is no technique. You just tell them. That's it. Our experience will speak our energy. So two things happen when we are meditating and when you're applying the knowledge that we're learning. So we are transforming ourselves and our energy is automatically spreading. So the power of our words increase. So 1 year ago, we tried, didn't happen, but now suddenly it happened. What's important is that we continue to take opportunities to talk about it. The children don't like to invite me to their friends, youngsters. They think that the moment I meet them, they'll talk about meditation because I always find a way to converse about meditation. And I say, oh, now you're doing your pitch. Okay, so it's important you find your pitch to converse about meditation. In some way that they bring it up, talk to them, and leave it at that. If you have a book, one technique I've used always is I carry magazines and I carry books. You Are the Placebo, Mind to Matter, Biology of Belief, many of the science books, and many of the spiritual books too, Illusions. What a wonderful masterpiece. Of course, these books we're going to give in a wisdom note on day 4. We'll tell about what books are the starting points. So we can wait for another day or two. But you've been there. So I used to carry the books, magazines, Spiritual Science, Spiritual India, that Patriji so daily put together. Now Buddha CEO magazine. And we carry, and then you just hand over the magazine. Our job is done. If we do that, our job is done. Pamphlets. We carry a lot of pamphlets. We print the pamphlets, some basic things that we like. And so you carry the pamphlets. Always something in my bag. Anytime, whether in a train or a flight or anywhere that I'm meeting somebody, just pull out something and give. Pyramid Valley pamphlet, I've carried always. So find ways and in many ways that you can carry these books and give it to them. It's another good way of introducing to people. Okay.
There's a question. My mother is suffering from motor neuron disease. Her voice was deteriorated a lot. Feeling difficult to swallow food also. Kindly suggest proper meditation to her.
Yes, this is the meditation that we are practicing, is the most simplest. Observing the breath with our eyes closed. It cannot be, I'm yet to find anything that's more simpler. This one requires no work whatsoever, no extra effort, physical effort, and we're only relaxing the body fully. Does not require support of any special organ. It requires support of our mind stuff. That's why it's called mindfulness technique. Doesn't start from body. And so very, very simple. So have her continue this practice, have her do this practice. And many neurological issues or physical issues, psychological issues are solved through meditation. And I'd like to hear her story too once she starts practicing. You can, please get in touch with the facilitator, whoever that is, And you may benefit from speaking to some meditators who are in a similar condition, like your mother, who have thought that they cannot heal the body condition they had. And one such that comes to my mind is Sumati Madam and her mother in Chennai. So one can put her, you can talk to them, and how this meditation just miraculously brought her mother back into just living daily life, including to the extent of doing everything that she was doing before, cooking and cleaning and all that. So facilitators will put you to some people to know that it's possible.
I had an accident suffering from chronic pain in my forearm in 6 years. So my question is, can meditation heal one physically?
Chronic pain. You know, there was this condition for one of our participants who was caught up in 9/11 accident in the US. And so that accident caused some kind of breathlessness to not being able to climb up the stairs for years. And then he came in and then he was sharing that that condition significantly healed. Just climbing up one stairs was a problem, but it significantly healed. Recently, somebody said in COVID, they lost touch of the smell, the sensory perception, senses, smell sense. But then they said, hey, got back most of it. It's possible. And so these things are healing, they're happening. Anything chronic has a great, meditation has a great shot at working on it. And so just practice, no? Just practice. All illnesses, or most illnesses are psychosomatic. We may say accident is a cause, but then there are times that everything is happening due to some reason or the other. But then you could be able to heal this. If Dr. Joe Dispenza could construct matter back again to heal his back failures, I mean, back fractures and whatever, and many of them, you can reconstruct matter. Because through thought, through this concept of epigenetics, many things are getting reconstructed. Cells upregulate and then produce new genes, new cells created. And so body is reconstructing to support. So it is possible that this can be healed too. Everything, we just have to go through. Because we have so many cases. Even when Jagdish, I will share one of his experiences, how meditation could reconstruct for his arthritis to go away. Yes. Okay, so rest tomorrow. So thank you, friends. Thank you very much. We'll meet you all again tomorrow at 6 a.m. again India time. Thank you.
I choose no more.